Yeah, I think the combination has been really good for us. I think obviously we've made our kicks, not going in. That's the most important thing. Our operation has been really smooth. Ethan's done a great job holding and just continue to stack days, being successful together, get more comfortable in the operation, and continue to grow from there.
What is it about Harrison that you've noticed that's let him just step on a new team when he's ever kicked in the NFL?
Yeah, I think his success in the UFL, that's one of the main things, having confidence in yourself and then having an operation as fast as his helps all the protection, everything, being able to be quick, be smooth, get out on the field quickly, and I think his mentality is like, put the ball down and go. It's just what I've noticed since day one with him being here is get it down, it's my job to make the kick, and I think everyone really appreciates that and been smooth.
Talk to us about consistency of his operation and consistency of his launch.
Yep.
What allows him to be so consistent with his aspects?
The timing of when he leaves, he's shorter, he's quicker to the ball, and that's one of the main things. So he can leave he can see the snap kind of go and the hand come up and then take off regardless of anything else, whatever happens, if there's any delay on a snap or if there's any hiccups in the operation, he leaves at the same time. It keeps it really consistent.
How do you manage the situation with Hardy on the practice squad and released and brought back? I mean, as a coordinator, how are you dealing with him?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for all of us. I mean, I think we all have a lot of belief in what Josh is, his ability, his talent level. He's continued to work in reps every day that we go out and kick and in front of the team with everybody, the live operations, and just continues to have success. I mean, his talent's there. He knows it. He understands a couple of the mechanical things that he's got to continue to improve upon that can make him be more successful and not have any of his success depend on others. And I think that's one of the things as a kicker, a lot of it all depends on a lot of things around you, but you also got to take accountability or ownership for it and what you can take out of any room for air out. And something he's done a great job with, and makes it really easy with his personality and who he is and his compete levels. And I mean, that's the most key and critical, who the person is. I mean, there's not everyone that you could just put back on the practice squad and continue to develop and help improve. But his ability to take ownership and accountability and press forward because of the competitor that he is, and he knows he's talented.
Along those lines, why was it important for you guys to in some capacity and so forth with his development?
Yeah, I think he's talent. I mean, there's a guy that's got a lot. I mean, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of leg strength. He hits a great high ball. Things that have continued to improve upon trajectory-wise as well as the operational times. That's the key and critical part to success. It's not necessarily his ability to kick the football. It's his ability to do things otherwise.
What mechanically do you think he needs to get better at to improve on some of those things?
Yeah, just being more consistent with the operation. When you're depending upon a certain rhythm and timing of everything, and he had a jab in there we've been trying to take out. We got that out. That slows everything down a little bit, and so now you're having to leave at a different time where you're kind of guessing upon the snap count as opposed to seeing the hand come up, the ball being delivered, and you're attacking the ball. So those are some of the things that we've been talking to him about and being in control of his own success moving forward.
When we were talking to Sean about Tutu's situation, he was alluding to the fact that roster management, special teams and whatnot. What are those conversations like with you and Sean and the other coaches when you're putting together that group? I mean, are you standing on the desk and saying, I need these guys, we have to have them?
That's a great question. I think everyone has, their own personal interests at mind, right? We all have to fight for our guys and do different things, but it's also about what's best for the Rams and how do we win football games. And, if there's certain things that we can do to manipulate the roster to help offense or defense or teams, and, we got to be able to do that and adapt and over. That's the job of special teams coaches, is to be able to adapt and overcome on all things. Midstream adjust, you have one plan going in, something goes different, somebody goes down, how do you make the adjustment and put the guys in a position to have success? And that's our whole goal as a team, is to put the best 48 every day out there on game day.
Without Josh to the kickoffs, what is your confidence level in Harrison to do that?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I'm not going to completely answer that for obvious reasons, but obviously you saw Ethan with some success last week, getting the ball on the ground a couple times, and we're going to pick and choose our spots with these guys and when we want to do it, or do we want to kick away from certain people, or do we want to, there's a lot of elements that go into it. Where do you want to place the ball? How much hang time? Do you want to push it shorter? Do you want to push it deeper? Are you trying to bait him to bring it out of the end zone? Do you try to get the ball on the ground? there's a lot of different elements, and I think it all plays hand in hand with how you attack not just each game, but each individual play. Because if they start cheating up, you want to kick it over their head. They start cheating together, you want to kick it to the corner. You want to, there's just a lot that goes into it. That ball delivery, and they both handled it very well about what we've asked them to do. Continue to grow in that aspect, and I think we can continue to get better at it.